Hey guys, Trisha with My Trish Advisor. So, what's up? How are you guys doing? I'm like slowly crawling out of my cave, coming out, checking out the world. Today I'm feeling fancy because I even have some lipstick on. And look at my eyelashes, they're amazing right now. Because I was able to go to the store and get some makeup I needed. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys what's going on in Mexico, the changes that are happening. I'm getting a lot of questions about what's going on. And well, as you can tell, the park behind me has been destroyed and they're redoing that, which people have mixed feelings on, but in the end, it's gonna be a new beautiful park for tourists to enjoy. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on with what they're calling the stoplight system. And the stoplight system is basically not a stoplight because it has 4 colors in it. I don't know what stoplight has 4, but I think later they actually added the orange color. Oh look, these guys are putting the signs up for the beach. We're gonna get into that later. But today's video is about the stoplight system, which is about the red, orange, yellow, and green colors in Mexico in order to open up slowly and allow tourism back into Mexico. So this is actually one of the things we're gonna talk about, is how the beaches are closed but people are still on the beach, as you can see the family there. So it's a little confusing because the beaches are closed, but for tourists that are staying in hotels, they are open. So being a local and understanding the side of the locals, it's like, well, we just want to be on the beach, and I honestly feel like the beach is one of the safest places we can be. And look how beautiful it is. And for those of you that are new and you've never seen any of my videos, my name is Trisha and I'm originally from Iowa, but I've been living in Mexico for the last almost 5 years. And my goal is to help share beautiful things about Mexico, despite the negative medias, because there's so much negative media about Mexico. My choice is to share the positive and good information with you guys on how to travel here. And if you're looking to move here as well, you'll learn a lot from the videos here. So right now I live in Puerto Morelos, which is just south of Cancun, about 30 minutes, and north of Playa del Carmen. Look at that, about 30 minutes. So we're right smack dab in the middle and 20 minutes away from the Cancun airport. So let's get into the video. So the video wouldn't be the same without Charlie. For those of you that don't know, this is Charlie. Say hey! Okay, so what is the stoplight system? Which isn't, like I said, really a stoplight. It's a way to allow people, businesses, and the people to know what the occupancy that they can run at based on the numbers of coronavirus or the protections that they're taking. So we have, like I said, the red, orange, yellow, and green. Currently, we are in the orange level, but the red, what that means is it's only for essential businesses. That's like grocery stores, hospitals, pharmacies, those kind of places. They are the only places that can be open, but everything else is closed. Essential businesses include hospitals, groceries, banks, fishing and agriculture, construction, laundry, water, and water purification. Now, I am getting all of this information. It is in Spanish, but you can use a translator, which I use often on Google. It's a way that you can translate it automatically. But the .com is reactivos.roo.gov.mx. And this is where I'm getting all the information that I'm sharing with you guys. So like I said, essential businesses are the only ones that can run. And again, that is banks, fishing, ag, laundry, water purification. And this is only some of them. These are some of the most important ones. Now, what can open at 15% in the red level? So currently we're in orange, but if we drop down to red, 15% can be occupied or running is hotels, restaurants, theme parks, real estate, and sales of electronics and computers. Now in the red level, The places that are not open is like schools, churches, beaches and parks, theaters, cinema, department stores, bars and nightclubs, and the barbers and the salons. So in the red, they are still not open, but the transport capacity does allow a motorcycle of 1, taxis of 3, public transport can be occupied at 50%, and private vehicles are max 4 people. So I assume even if you have a van, you can only have 4 people in them. And again, this is in the red level. We are currently in the orange level, which I was really excited about because we were able to open up most places at 30% capacity. So that includes hotels, restaurants, so hold on, let me look at my notes. Restaurants, historic sites, golf, religious services, theaters, and cinema are able to be open at 30%, which actually I forgot about that and I'd like to go see a movie. Department stores, shopping malls, real estate, and barbers and salons can be open. So it's time for me to get my nails done because they're terrible. Tour guides and water parks and spas can be open at 30%. Schools, beaches are still not open. For locals, the beaches has been kind of a very controversial thing because they are open for the tourists as far as if you're staying in a hotel or a resort, but they are not open for the locals. And the point of that is that they're opening up tourism, but they're trying to keep the locals like from going. And I understand both sides. It's like, listen, let's get tourism going and let's allow the tourists to come and visit and practice safe distance as far as social distancing. But at the same time, it's like, well, I feel safer at the beach than almost anywhere that I could go publicly, like the grocery store. I bring my own seats, I bring my own drinks, I bring my own towel, and it's just me and who I live with, or if I'm with friends, we practice social distancing, or they're friends that have been in for 2 or 3 months like I have as well. So technically the beaches are closed right now, but many people are going to them, and they are today putting up more signs. You'll see, I'll try to get some shots of it. They're putting up really big signs saying, listen, the park or the beach is closed. It's still the same. Transports, motorcycles are 1, private vehicles are 4, taxis they're allowing 3 people, and public transportation can be 50%. So even though we are at level orange or phase orange, people are able to be open at 30%. You'll see like places like the cafe shop here, El Pirata and Cantina Habanero are closed because a lot of people, I didn't realize until I asked one of my friends that has a restaurant, is he was taking an extra almost 2 weeks to open because they have so many restrictions on when you do open, the things that they have to prepare in order to allow guests come stay at the restaurant. So when you're looking around, you'll see a lot of places they've actually opened, they've opened up, but the tables are still separated. The waiters and waitresses are having to wear not just masks, but a face shield as well. So there's a lot of changes going on. And one of the things I want to ask you guys is just be patient with all these changes. I'm sure it's frustrating for many in some ways, but just be patient with everybody because it's a change for everyone and for the world. Obviously, this is going to be our new norm. Just 2 weeks before really coronavirus really hit here, I was wearing a mask and I had people almost shaming me for wearing a mask, and now look at where we're at now. So we're all going through these changes differently, and the reason I'm making this video is really just to, like, I don't know, help us be prepared on what it's going to be like to travel here, and prepare yourself for just entering a new world, because coming out of my cave, it's like a new world. So so some places are open. I would say we're only maybe actually 20 or 30% open of businesses actually being open, of the ones that are. So yeah, so I'm gonna walk you through maybe a couple places that are open so you can take a look around of what it looks like at 30%. All right, so we're here at La Sirena, which is right behind me. It's on the 2nd floor and 3rd floor, right next to the main area, the Leaning Lighthouse in Puerto Morelos. And what I want to show you is the changes that the restaurants have made to make you feel safe about visiting and still enjoy your time, whether you're visiting Mexico on vacation or coming out of your cave since you've been living here. So this is at the orange phase at 30%, and we're gonna do a walkthrough of La Sirena. There you go. So, hi! So the first thing you'll notice is they have to take your temperature, which even having my hat on, she said she could take it from my neck. So they confirm that you don't have, which I'm good, right? Am I good? So I'm good. I'm still hot though, right? Okay, so we'll turn this around. So you have to step on a mat with disinfectant. Put the gel on my hand, and boom. Okay, so is the rooftop open?
It's closed.
Oh, it's closed. Oh, shoot. Okay. So it looks like you guys have spread out the tables more, right? Hola, hola. Wait, say hi. I'm here with Claudia and Luis. This is our perfect example of the changes that have been made at the restaurants. So you'll see that they have their masks, but they also have like a face shield on as well. And don't they look so sexy? Woo! Thank you guys. All right, so this is the park, and quite personally, like a lot of us were really saddened by this, but they are working really fast. The good news is that we're gonna have a good and beautiful new park for you guys to come visit. So this is the view from La Sirena. So you will have the best view of the park in town from right here. I'm excited to see it done, but I was sad to see it knocked down, that's for sure. But let's get her done. The people from, you see? So this is from La Petita, La Petita. So I said it wrong the other day, La Pepita, it's La Petita, excuse me. And these guys have the face mask on, and then they have the plastic covering their face, and then they have different ways of no hay menu. What you do is get your temperature checked again, Yassi, está bien? So, okay, so I'm supposed to step on the mat, do this. Oh, sorry, there's a thing here, I was just here, okay. I have one hand. And then check your temperature. Ta-da! Okay, gracias. So the other thing that's changed is that they don't hand you an actual menu. They will have you come and read it here on the board. So when I was here, I got coconut shrimp and my friend got ceviches. But this is La Petita, and it's right on the beach. I'll show you here. This is where that iguana was ready to attack me. Provecho. So as you can see, it's really wide open. The chairs, I know these are much more spread out than they were before. They do have different cleaning ways. I've heard that there's over 52 pages that they have to go through. So you can see there's lots of space. There's people mostly sitting at the beach there. And behind the kitchen, they also have new protocol as well. So just wanted to show you what it's like here and how beautiful it is, and get your booty here. So from the time of me filming like 35-40 minutes ago, I was saying about the beaches, how people are on the beaches even though they're closed. So they are now putting signs everywhere to tell people not to come to the beach. This one being the largest. So you can still come to the area at the pier here, walk on the pier, but the actual beach is not open. So it says the stoplight is in orange and all the areas are closed because of the contagious coronavirus. Our motive is in this place we don't have any services or guards. The best is to return to your house. So there you have it. But again, you can be out. You don't have to stay in your house. You just can't go on the beach. But as we see here, there are plenty of beach goers. So on my way checking things out, we have our little crocodile here, but this one's not, I think this one's actually the small one, because there's a bigger one, I swear, but I haven't seen him for a while. So he comes right up to the fence, which is quite scary, but he just lays there. I just remember the guy across the street, he used to feed him all the time. So like every morning he would come out, he would give him chicken, and he would sit there and just like munch it down. But it's right against the mangla here. Hey, so I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I just wanted to chime in here and ask you guys to check out my website at mymexicoadventure.com. That is a list of all the tours that I've been on and that I think that you'll enjoy as well. Tours like swimming with the whale sharks, Chichen Itza, or visiting Chichen Itza, snorkeling, swimming with the whale sharks. So those are all tours that I've been on, and I've had fun at them, and I think you guys will too. And so you can go to that website, and then if you guys have any questions about, let's say, resorts, or like all-inclusive resorts, or even local hotels like condos, you can shoot me an email at mytrishadvisor@gmail.com and just ask me questions about, we'll answer questions like the days that you're looking to come, how many people, and what you're looking for. But just shoot me an email, mytrishadvisor@gmail.com. So back to the video, guys. So now we came to La Colonia, which is just on the other side of the bridge when you come into town. So there's one way you can go to Puerto Morelos towards the beach, and the other side you can come, the area is called La Colonia. So we're right in front of the main park right when you enter. And before there was all kinds of yellow tape up, but right now there is not any yellow tape. In fact, it looks quite open even though it says that the parks are closed. And they still have like the sanitary, they have sanitization gel, how do you say? Hand sanitizer. So they still have the warnings out here for coronavirus. But yeah, I mean, even though it says the parks are closed, definitely this one's got the kids playing on the swings and people hanging out in the park. Okay, so the yellow level, the biggest change is that everything that was open at 30% in the orange level can now be open at 60%. So that's like the restaurants, hotels, historic sites, golf, religious services, those kind of things that I mentioned before. The biggest change that I saw for the yellow level was really that you're able to have gatherings of 50 people. So, which I think that's huge for our area, because most of the area here, we have destination weddings, and before a lot of people were doing smaller weddings or just elopements, but now you can have a wedding or a corporate event of up to 50 people. So I would say that's really beneficial, because there's been a lot of people asking about when can we have our wedding. I had a couple weddings planned in May and June with my travel agency, and they had to postpone them until a few months later till they can have a wedding with a group of people. So super exciting when we get to the yellow level. But right now the beaches are not open, and they're putting up more signs like I had just shown you. But in the yellow phase they can be open, as well as the parks, but technically right now the parks are closed. But as you can see, there's plenty of people at the park hanging out and playing. So I hope you guys felt this video was helpful. I hope you got the information clearly. I did my best because there's a lot of information that I wanted to share with you guys, just to show you how Mexico is here to make your vacation as safe as possible. And in fact, like, I think everything's in the world is cleaner than it's ever been, between everybody wearing masks and cleaning more and not handing out, like I said, menus, wearing even not just masks but the plastic masks. So the main thing for me is just stay safe, keep a safe distance. When you're around others, wear your mask, and do what's right for you. My biggest issue with this whole coronavirus thing is, like, if somebody doesn't agree with you, they just attack you. And honestly, for me, I was one of the first people, I felt like, you know, between my friends that started staying inside. And some people gave me a hard time, like, oh, you're scared. And I was like, I'm not scared, I just want to be cautious. So if you disagree with somebody and they feel differently for their family, I think it's better we just agree to disagree than try to argue over something. We have to do what's right for us. So if you feel like it's okay for you to go out and, you know, to the restaurant, like I've been going to restaurants, keeping a safe distance, and I've gone out with a couple of my friends because I miss my friends and I want to reconnect. So in the end, do what's right for you. And again, get your booty to Mexico. We want to see you here. Hola. So funny. And we hope to see you here soon. So that is it. I hope to see you guys here soon in Mexico. And nos vemos en Puerto Morelos. Bye, guys.